Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Joshua Berglan, and I am so excited to introduce a new video series called Peptide Fueling. Now, none of this is original thought from me except for this actual video here, because we're going to be reading from the inventor of Genostim's book, Peptide Fueling, Mr. Lauriston Crockett III. I am blown away by the effects that these peptides are having on me. I got my hands on these almost 2 weeks ago. And by the second dose that I took, I was already feeling alive. I could feel the energy going through my body. And it was bonkers because I have not felt that way in a long time. And here's the thing, that energy flowing through my body wasn't from a nootropic. It wasn't from Shilajit, which I had loved forever, and then it just quit working on me. It wasn't from pre-workout. It wasn't from caffeine. It wasn't from anything like that. It was from the peptides. And I am obsessed in a healthy way because it's gosh, I don't even know how to quantify how amazing I feel, even with the scratchy throat right now, when everyone else is getting sick around me. I just have a scratchy throat, but my energy levels are still on point. And it feels amazing. And so a little bit of back history on me. I was a drug addict for 20 years. I was worse than that, but I was a drug addict. And I did a lot of damage and I really hurt my body. But before I was a drug addict, I was already abusing mini-thins. And I'm kind of aging myself a little bit here, but when mini-thins were a thing, you go to the gas station, get the pseudoephedrine and take 15 at a time and be flying high. Took them before football practice, took them before games, took them all the time. Starting at 14 years old, 15 years old, 16 years old, it was almost no wonder that I became a drug addict. But the fact is, it all took a toll on my body, damaged my adrenal glands. My freaking cortisol is just all over the place. Like adrenal fatigue. My adrenals are shot. I know I just keep saying adrenals. My mitochondria, everything has just been wrecked. And I'm 44 years old. I got a lot to live for. I've got 2 amazing kids. I got an amazing partner in Jessica. And like, I don't need to feel like crap. And just to keep me going day in, day out, nootropics, caffeine, pre-workout, and then taking Shilajit and other forms of test boosters. Like, I'm taking all this stuff just to kind of get to, I want to be here, but I'm just getting there and then having to push through and having to take naps and just feeling like crap all the time. And I mean, how many people can drink a cup of coffee and go to sleep? That's not healthy. That's not a good thing. And I'm like, how can I keep this up? I have this goal. So I'm the creator of the World's Mayor Experience, and I'm not going to spend time talking about what that is and what it will be and what all of it, what it means for you. I won't spend time talking about that yet. But the goal is to help 500 million people worldwide, not just with media literacy, but to serve and to help with whether it's food, shelter, clothing, mental health services. I mean, it's just to serve. That's what my platform is. And yet at the same time, how in the world am I going to have the energy to travel the world and serve and help the people I so passionately want to help? And if I have to keep taking all this crap just to get to some kind of level to be able to function, it's not good. It's not healthy. I mean, it was affecting my heart. It was affecting everything. So I was desperate constantly. I mean, I was using AI every day to research things that would work for me, because when Shilajit quit working for me, I didn't know what to do, because that was the go-to for me. It was the go-to. I've even used prescribed, not prescribed steroids, but prescribed, well, I guess it would be testosterone. And that wasn't working. It's like, what do you do? Like, I can't keep this up. And it's not like I can go take a month off to go rest in some rehab facility and do nothing for a month and hopefully my system resets. That's not an option. Like, I'm in the prime, like everything I've built and everything I've created, like, it's go time. I don't have time for naps. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? So out of pure blessing, divine guidance, whatever, I got on TikTok, which I can't stand that platform. No offense, TikTok, but I can't stand it. I can't stand it. But the very first person I saw was Lauriston Crockett's account. And when I saw his account, I immediately remembered who he was. I remembered a conversation 5 years ago when I was trying to get these amazing products into a direct sales company that I was representing at the time. I got to be a buyer for a global direct sales company, and my job was to find the one product that you could build a franchise around. And so it wasn't Genostim's fault or Lauriston's fault that this never happened. And we won't spend time talking about that. But it was like a miracle happened. 5 years later, here's Lauriston, and here's this product. And I got these products sent to me 2 weeks ago. And by the second dose, I was already feeling life in my body that I had not felt in years. And for that, I am forever grateful. Now, here's the thing. I don't work for Genostim. I want to represent their company, but I don't work for them. I don't have a contract. I'm not any of that stuff, but I desperately want to know. And if you've seen any of my other videos, I have a hunger for truth. I'm very passionate for truth. And at the same time, I'm also very passionate about providing services or providing information that helps and benefits other people's lives. Because the fact is this, there is not a supplement out there that you don't have to read every single thing on it, especially the other ingredients, because sometimes those other ingredients in products actually contradict the reason you bought the product in the first place. And that's a problem. That's a problem. The products that we eat, the food, the water that we're drinking is killing us slowly, but it's killing us. What's in our cosmetics is killing us. What's in our sunscreens are killing us. Like, if we do not know the right products to buy, we're doomed. Because if you go to Walgreens or you go to Walmart, you go down those aisles, I'm telling you, it's a bunch of freaking poison. And half the time, it's not what you think it is anyway. Like, you think you're buying magnesium. Probably not magnesium. Probably not magnesium. I mean, you've heard about olive oil, right? Anyway, I digress. The fact is this, that I want to know why I feel better, because it's great talking about this on video going, oh, I feel amazing. And that's what I've been doing. But I can't tell you why. So I want to learn with the rest of you, because I can't stop talking about this. My partner, Jessica, can't stop talking about how it's changing me. And I mean, we're all reaping the benefits of me feeling better, because I'm not moody. I don't wake up with my body hurting. I don't feel like a 95-year-old man. No offense to 95-year-olds, but I'm 44. I'm not supposed to feel 95. And that's how I felt. Not anymore. Not anymore. And I'm just getting started. So with that said, I'm really excited to introduce to you Peptide Fueling. It's a book by Mr. Lauriston Crockett III. He is the inventor of Genostim. Here's the thing. I've really gotten to know him a lot in the last few weeks, talking, bouncing back and forth, like going, why do I feel this way? He's feeling good. He's educating me. And of course, I don't really learn that well when people are talking to me and sharing the information. I learn by reading out loud and and also watching videos. So I'm going to do this video series with hopes of not just educating myself, but also educating you. Because here's the thing. I did some market research trying to understand like why people don't really talk about peptides that much. I mean, yeah, there's synthetic peptides, and you know, I've been very involved with those, working with doctors over the years. But natural peptides, come on. There's like, why don't more people know about this? So I was doing market analysis, and here's the crazy thing. The market for peptides is going to spike 26% this year. And when you see the reasoning for that, it's alarming. It's alarming. There's a lot of people that have had their immune systems compromised. I'm not going to spend, I'm not going to take that any further. You imagine what you will. But one of the things it talks about is not only the amount of immune compromised people, but it also talks about the debilitating health that is expected in other people. So what can you do? Well, based on what I'm learning, I believe that peptides may be the solution, and clearly the market research is pointing to that too. So this is going to be exciting. We're going to learn a lot. I want to thank you for being here. I'm going to give you a quick overview on what this book is going to be. This is the table of contents. The very first segment video will be figuring out how the brain works. Segment 2, how peptides help our brains. Number 3, peptides and getting older. Part 4, what makes Genostim hexatide special? That's what we're taking. This is what this is the hexatide. Exercise, sleep, and peptides will be number 5, and number 6, that's piece, Genostim hexatide, an investment in brain health. And then the conclusion will be embrace peptide fueling for a brighter, sharper mind. And that's the other thing too. I struggle with mental health issues. I have DID, and if you're not familiar with that, look it up. Kind of interesting. I have ASD also, and PTSD. And while I can't tell you that this has healed my mental health, what I will tell you is that I'm thinking much more clearly. What I will tell you is that I'm still feistier than ever, probably more feisty than I was before. But I seem to have control over my thoughts a little bit more, and I don't even really understand what that's about. Again, I'm just being very authentic in this because there's so much I don't know, and that's why I want to read this book to you all. So again, we learn at the same time, but it's not just physically. It's not just the oomph that I have. It's not the energy that I have. It's also my brain. My brain seems to be working with me better than it has in a long time. And again, it's not caffeine fueled and it's not nootropic fueled. It's different. It's so different. And so I'm really grateful for Genostim, and we're about to find out why. So here's the forward. Welcome to Peptide Fueling, Unleashing the Ultimate IQ. This book will lead you through a fascinating world of peptides and their amazing roles in our brains. Imagine tiny pieces of proteins called peptides, busily ensuring that your brain cells are communicating efficiently. They are involved in cell communication and regulate many biological processes, maintaining the harmony of our brain's intricate workings. Do you wonder why you need to remember things or struggle to learn new concepts? Or why do some people have razor-sharp memories while others don't? The answer lies in our understanding of the brain, its billions of cells, and how peptides affect their functionality. In the pages that follow, you'll find answers to these questions and more as we delve deep into the role of peptides in our brain. This book is not just a discussion about peptides and brain function, but a guide to optimizing your brain's performance. Read on to discover how peptides fuel your brain and why starting your peptide fueling journey today is the key to unlocking your ultimate cognitive function and IQ. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very excited to share this information with you. I'm going to put this out on social media. So where you're watching, like, subscribe, share this video out. We're going to we're going to do some fun stuff. And I really think that you will be not just intrigued and your curiosity will be spiked by this. I think you're going to be motivated to explore more and even try it for yourself, because I mean, you can go on TikTok and look at Lauriston's videos and see some of the comments. I mean, and you can just track the 2 weeks that I've been using this. And of course, I don't know when you're watching this now, because it could be a year that I've been using it when some of you see this, but it doesn't matter. Like it's a game changer, and it just seems to be getting better. And one of the best evidences I can give you, and I don't know if I'm not really supposed to say this or not, but Lauriston is in his 60s and he has a 2-year-old. If that doesn't tell you something, I don't know, because he's taking peptides and he is the peptide guru. So Blessed to learn from Lauriston. Blessed to have you here. Again, like, subscribe, share, wherever you're watching from. And thank you so much for being here.